Ladies and gentlemen, all of you have one thing in common. All of you are being blackmailed. And for some considerable amount of time, you've been paying off the one who threatens to expose you. And you don't know who it is, do you?
Oh, please, I've never heard anything so ridiculous. No one could ever blackmail me.
I concur. This whole thing is a farce.
Anyone else want to deny it? Mrs. White, you have been paying our friend the blackmailer ever since your husband died under, shall we say, mysterious circumstances?
I had nothing to do with that.
You just expect us to believe that you had nothing to do with your husband's disappearance?
Honey, he was an illusionist. Disappearing was his job.
But he never reappeared.
I didn't say he was a good illusionist.
And Professor Plum, you were once a psychiatrist who specialized in helping lunatics with delusions of grandeur.
Yes, but now I work for Congress.
So your work really hasn't changed much, has it?
Very well.
Which would be fine, except that your license to practice has been lifted, correct? And Miss Scarlett.
Don't be foolish, darling. You have nothing on me.
Really? I'm not sure I would consider burning your house down to the ground for insurance money to be nothing.
Well, the house had it coming. It was 8,000 square feet. It was practically a shack. The Wi-Fi was rubbish.
I have something to say. I'm not going for him to unmask me. I've been embezzling money from my company to pay off loan sharks. I have an affinity for competitive LARPing, but even bigger affinity for losing. LARPing? Live action role playing? You meet up with other LARPers and compete? You wear costumes?
Oh, that's creepy.
And are you the one to be passing moral judgment, Mrs. Peacock? How then do you justify taking bribes for your husband, Senator Peacock's votes to certain lobbyists?
My husband is a paid consultant. There is nothing illegal about that.
Well, not if it's publicly declared, perhaps. But if the transaction is done by slipping plain envelopes under the bathroom door of the men's room, how would you explain that transaction?
I'd say it stinks.
So it's true?
No, it's not true.
Sounds like a confession to me. Looks like you gave yourself away. But what about you, Colonel?
Me? What about me? I'm a decorated war hero. How dare you begin to...
Now, I know that you wouldn't want the intel that you've been feeding to the Soviets to become public now, would you, Colonel?
Even if that were true, which it isn't, you can't prove it.
We already have proof. We were able to crack the hidden code from your Instagram stories. And no one, I mean no one, posts that much just for fun.
Oh yeah? What about you? What are your secrets?
Haven't you figured it out by now? I'm the one that's been blackmailing all of you.
What do you mean it's you? I ought to kill you.
There is one way for all of this to end. Go ahead. Open your gifts.
Candlestick. What is this for?
In your hands, all of you hold a lethal weapon. Now that's a good sheet. All you need for this to end is for one of you to use that weapon to kill one of my enemies on the other side of that door.
Get back. Let me see. He's dead.
Y'all, who had the gun?
Me? I did.
Then you shot him.
I most certainly did not. See? There's no bullet wound. Someone tried to grab the gun from me in the dark and it went off. See? There's a bullet hole in the wall.
Y'all, I need something to drink.
I say, how did he die then?
How do I know? I'm not a forensic expert.
Well, maybe the sheet was poisoned.
I say.
I had to stop her from screaming.
Oh, never mind all this. We have a cold-blooded killer in our midst. Which one of you did it?
Which of us? How do we know you didn't do it?
Me? How dare you accuse me?
No, it makes all the sense in the world. What Travis didn't tell us was that Miss Scarlet was more than an arsonist. She used the money from her interest to become a real estate mogul. She recently purchased an old strip mall that had only one active store, an Abercrombie & Fitch. Scarlet has been trying to turn that almost vacant strip mall into a high-end condo development. But Travis had single-handedly been keeping that Abercrombie in business.
So she killed Travis to get the Abercrombies to shut down?
Exactly! And now, with their only customer out of the picture, it was only a matter of time before they would be out of business. And then she could begin development on her new project. Isn't that right, Miss Scarlet?
Oh, how was that store staying open?
Right.
It was costing me money, and I couldn't wait for them to finally go under. He had it coming.
Well, never mind all that. We have a cold-blooded killer in our midst. And which one of you did it?
Which of us? How do we know you didn't do it?
How dare you accuse me?
No, it makes all the sense in the world. You see, Mr. Green was up to his eyeballs in harping debt.
Actually, it's LARPing.
Up to his eyeballs in LARPing debt? Then he knew he could gain control of the Three Cedars Empire. He could pay off his debt and fund his habit for years to come. So Mr. Green strangled Travis in the hall with the rope.
So he killed Travis to take over the Three Cedars Empire?
Exactly.
Nice story, Colonel. Too bad you don't have any proof.
You see, that's where you're wrong. Travis needed copious amounts of hair gel in order to keep his hairstyle perfect. And so anyone who would have strangled Travis would have hair gel on his hands. Well, solve that thing, huh? Let's get some lunch, guys.
Let's do it.
Sweet.
Whew, what a day.
This monocle, though, huh? It's pretty cool.
That's
I'm exhausted. How about a sheep?